views and opinions coming through. Bless up yourself, Run Road Boss Froggy. Okay, so you're saying happy birthday to Delroy Walker in New York, and big up Clive and Peaches and Rowan and friends in Broadgate in St. Mary. Where you said them check in now. And it's a come from Run Road Boss in Froggy in Orange Hill. Bless up yourself, Run Road Boss. This person says it would be great if Vibes Cartel and his son can both get a nomination, and then we just see if the father or the son are go win. That's an interesting thing too. But let's see how it pans out. All 73 will not make it. They will have to narrow it down to 5 or 6. So keep it locked to the 107s, and then we will let you know come November 7 when that announcement is revealed, when the nominees are revealed. This one says, Kish, you forget me. You forget me, man. I sent you my text and video from morning, and read it. Read it, my friend. Why? Look here, Jay Sean, you know what people send me messages? All right, I'm going to watch a video. I'm going to pull up this track with Jesse Royal and Johan Marley, and I'm going to watch all of the videos them now.
Said it's a bless. Every time you open your eyes, your greatest possession is life. You'll never live this moment twice. So stop your stress. Everything what you require inside. Nobody can rewind time. You'll never get this moment twice. How could I ever be mad at Jah? None of my prayers have got an answer. Jah couldn't build the ark for no one. Life no have nothing to give to go on. As sure as the sun gon' shine, if you're patient enough, you're gonna have your time. The world is yours. Convince your mind. Said it's a bless. Every time you open your eyes, your greatest possession is life. You'll never live this moment twice. So stop your stress. Everything what fire inside. Nobody can rewind time. You'll never get this moment twice. Said it's a bless. Every time you open your eyes, your greatest possession is life.
No, absolutely. It's a blessing every time you open your eyes. For real, for real. So right now, of course, I'm just going to be linking up with Tristan. And, when you hear Tris' name, say it's all about social media. It's all about what's trending. So, hey, Tris. Good afternoon.
Hey, girl. Good afternoon, Radio Land. This feels nice.
Ow. Hearing you loud and clear.
Right? Well, Kish.
Tris, what's trending?
Listen, the full conversation right now, for instance, trending in the middle of the day, so some big things. All right, we're talking about the access that we have to our public beaches. So now Bounty Killer, Warlord, the poor people governor, he made a post on his Instagram page where he was talking about basically who have access to the beaches, who owns our beaches. So, of course, once the conversation starts, everybody in the comment section, it is just a big conversation. Who owns the beaches? Based from my research, I realized that less than 1% of Jamaica's beaches are actually free. So we really not have access to majority of our beach. And why is that?
That is crazy. And especially, like we're from Ocherius, right? St. Anne.
Yep.
And we have lots of rivers and beaches, so it's a conversation that I started this morning as well. Like I was basically asking, should private developments ever come before the people's right to the beach?
And if the people's right to the beach is so much more than just fun time, Kish, because bear in mind we depend on tourism for everything. So people need to make money. You have people who set up them stalls and this is their way of life. You have not even just fishermen, you have people who, even at Little Duns River, the one down the road, that every time they have a protest, of course, big up Kabu, we're always down there being a part of that, keeping that open and keeping that public. people down there early morning I stop them foot or people have injuries and all of that. The beach and the rivers are important for the way of life for the people. So for the government or
That's a
for the
good point.
yeah, and for the private investors to come in and feel like, oh, because of money over the people, that can't right.
No, not at all. And just to strengthen the point that you made as well, because I don't know about you, but have you ever feel, some type of way and you really need to clear your meds. You really need to breathe deeply. And the place and space will actually can give you that reset. Most times, when you go to the beach, I mean, not talk about go wash off, just even listening to the waves rush up on the shore. Even that in itself is therapeutic. So I definitely feel you, and the fact that a lot of us are going through different things. No, we're not exempt from hard life and challenges, because life is lifing, and sometimes people just really need a space or a place they can go to take a deep breath.
And I'm happy you mentioned that, Kish, because you see the conversation surrounding mental health and everything happening in the news from the other day. We don't have a country who put a lot of emphasis on mental health and even persons who are going through things like that. So the least you can do is allow to have the beach where we can go ease out our brain and make the water run from your foot and just take a breather, because life in itself, as you rightfully mentioned, Kish, it's hard. And nobody really and truly knows how to really maneuver this. So give back the access to the beaches. I just want to tell you a few islands that it's not like that. In Barbados, they do have access to their beaches. Even in Cuba, they have access to their beaches. Some parts of St. Lucia, the government ensure that there is public access to majority of the beaches, and the list goes on. Like, why are we? Last year we went to, I think it was the Bahamas, from the Love and Harmony cruise, and we come off and we walk straight on the beach. No pay to go on, nothing like that. We didn't go through any hassle or anything like that to pay to go on these beaches. And
no security ushering you off.
No security ushering you off, nothing like that. And mind you, these other places depend on tourism just like us. I'm not saying I'm not saying no big where you feel like, oh, we need to do this to start the people. I mean, all right.
No, not at all. And I think even in the post that Bounty Killer made, he tagged the Prime Minister and he said for the third term, this is something you need for work on, like make this happen. And we really have to hold our authorities accountable. It's an ongoing conversation, an ongoing issue, and we need access to our beaches. In the same breath, though, Tris, when we get the access to the beaches, it is now upon us as the people to keep it clean, dispose of your trash, your rubbish, your garbage properly. Don't just drop it on the same beaches and rivers that we fight to gain access to,
And that is another part as well, because Little Dungeon River again last week, I went there, and the amount of garbage I saw, even in the water, plastic bottles. We have to do better as a nation.
We have to do better.
My statistic here says that Jamaica boasts approximately 795 kilometers, and that's about 494 miles of shoreline, with around 30% of that being sandy beaches, and we only have 1% of that for public access.
No, we can't be the land of wood and water, and we don't have access to the beaches, and then we not even have access to water in the pipeline in some communities. But that's a different conversation. Or another time.
But kids, look at it. People don't have water in their communities, and you're gonna make them have to pay for go up on the beach. You can't go up on the beach because security and all kind of stuff. If you not have a good $5 or $1,000, you can't go appreciate your free beach. And you pay much tax? Can't, right?
No, it's so crazy. Like, so many people come to the island to use our beaches to de-stress, right?
Yeah.
To reset.
And
we live here, so we want de-stress and reset. And it is a challenge. We shouldn't have to be fighting for access to our beaches or natural resources the way we are fighting now.
Right.
If we do it, man.
And I just want to say big up to RFM, because we're always on the forefront of fighting for us to have free beach access in this country. Like, it's not an easy fight, but we're willing and we're
It's
out
a
here.
necessary
It's a
fight.
necessary fight, and we're out here and I do the work. And big up the persons from the entertainment fraternity as well who sees it fit to even open them out on these topics, because a lot of times we said that entertainers aren't talking about, some things will make sense and all of that. So big up Bounty Killer too.
I know Ziggy Marley
Ziggy
too.
Marley,
It's a
yeah.
fight, and I think it's Jam Bem. Them keep these types of conversation going.
Yep.
And like you would have mentioned at the start of the conversation, Tris, like our very own Kabuma at Keru. I know this is an issue that she's absolutely passionate
Yep.
about. So a lot of us have to join the fight before it really become a serious crisis. And I'm with Bounty Killer in saying holding our Prime Minister accountable to say third term.
Yep.
We know we're going to do the right thing.
Do the right thing. It says that the Beach Control Act of 1956, the act was established to regulate beach use and supposedly protect public access. However, over time, it has been criticized for allowing private entities to claim ownership of beachfront properties, thereby restricting public access. So this Beach Control Act of 1956, obviously, this needs to be revisited, no? You don't feel so? What we sign a petition? What we need for to sign a petition for them to actually revisit this Big Control Act of 1956? I think that is something that we all need to look into.
Yeah, and I think more public conversations like this, just with ordinary Jamaicans, just talking about it, let your voices be heard. I was seeing something across social media where some 200 people showed up in Portland to let their voices be heard because they're against a new initiative, again, to build up on some beachfront areas.
Yeah.
Right. So,
that's not
we
right.
just have to stand up in our own little way, and whenever there is an opportunity to voice your opinion, don't be conveniently silent.
Yep.
Talk.
That is it, Kshema.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
I agree.
Tris.
Yeah, girl.
Sounding loud and clear.
Right? Loud and clear. Look like a good man.
Amazing.
Look like a good man. But
Yeah,
Kish,
man.
that's it for the trending topic mid-morning, 1 o'clock settings. It's never bad, though.
Yeah, no,
It's never bad at all. But yeah, I'm happy.
Nice. Give
I
us
love
the
the
handles,
conversation.
no?
Oh yeah,
How we
remember
follow
to
the station.
follow we, man. Okay, so remember to follow us on all our platforms, on Instagram, and that's at RFM Official, on Facebook at RFM, on TikTok, RFM 107s. The app is free and it's available in our Play stores for Apple users. It's still just a one-time sign up. And of course, follow me everywhere at The Real Trisan. Until tomorrow morning, bye.
Bye. I also want to say big up to G right now. Big up to the peeps in Pineapple locked in. G, big up yourself, you know.
Shell,
Oh, gosh,
Uncle Raymond, big up yourself, Rory.
Yeah.
Everybody on shop. You know it go.
You want that? All right,
later.
stick and stay. Bless up, Trace. Stick and stay. See you on the flip side of this break.
The time on Irie FM is...
It's now 1:19.
It's the Quartz Pre-Hero Day Sale, October 10 and 11, with up to 50% off store-wide. Get a TCL 43-inch smart TV for $39,999, or a Sierra King or Queen bed frame for $69,999. Massive doorbuster deals from 8 to 10 a.m. each day, including a MasterTech 9 cubic feet refrigerator for $49,999. Enjoy 30% off credit purchases on